Giving all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching this 100% truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000 and the rest of the men, women, and children. I'm your brother McGunn, Shalomar. The title of this video is You Will Eat, But You Won't Have Enough. This is a short video showing you how Jake is still catching hell from this Donald Trump and his crew in order to get food stamps for the month. You know, they shut it down, the government, for about a little over a month now, 42 days, I believe. And just showing you how they're going to implement this new world order. We know that to be the Micro C hit, how they can just take away your access to eat, buy food, you know, and, you know, they, through gradualism, you can see now that that's how they're going to bring in this Micro C hit. We know that to be the MOTB. You know, you won't be able to buy or sell, you know, rich or poor, you know, free or bond across this whole entire world unless you receive that chip. And you should start to see that this is how this devil is going to implement it, because overnight he shut down the SNAP program just like that, you know. So this is a quick video, fair use, not for monetary gain but for educational purposes only. Fair use.
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The U.S. federal government shutdown has entered its 42nd day. On Monday night, a group of 7 Democratic senators ratified a deal with Republican senators to approve a bill to reopen the government and end the longest shutdown in U.S. history. The bill notably does not include an extension of the Affordable Care Act subsidies. The Senate Majority Leader John Thune has agreed to a separate vote on them. The measure now heads to the House, which has not been in session since mid-September. The House vote on the spending package could come as early as Wednesday afternoon. Independent Senator Bernie Sanders called the vote a horrific mistake. Meanwhile, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries vowed to stand firm on the issue of health care subsidies.
We're not going to support a partisan Republican spending bill that continues to gut the health care of the American people. And we're going to continue the fight to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. And if it doesn't happen this week, next week, this month, next month, then it's the fault of Donald Trump, House and Senate Republicans, who continue to make life more expensive for the American people.
Meanwhile, the Trump administration again informed the Supreme Court that it wants to prevent a lower court ruling requiring full food benefits under SNAP. That's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, to be dispersed in November. 1 in 8 people in the United States rely on SNAP for food assistance. This is Tony Miller at a food bank in Phoenix, Arizona.
Trump is a joke. He's a joke. I work hard, but those little stamps that we get, it helps out. And he's starving the American people. I know he ain't lost a lot of supporters. He's a joke.
And you notice they always gonna find a Jake nigger woman to be the face of the SNAP program, the EBT cards, the welfare. They always gonna find, out of all the places they go, they're gonna find the Jake nigger woman to be the face of be on the receiving end of welfare. But you never see them get an Edomite cracker woman to be the face of welfare. They always find a Jake, especially the nigger woman, to be the face of welfare. When the majority of the Edomites, they're more so on the SNAP program than Jake is. This is Micah chapter 2 verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Because we was brought here in America for punishment. This is not our place to rest. This is not our place to get rich. This is not our place to be at ease. This is our place to serve our punishment from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And our punishment is over. We're in the part now. We're waiting on this damn kingdom to be brought down. soon as they bring out that mark of the beast. So we praying for destruction for America. We praying for Yahweh Shah to come back and destroy this place within an hour. This is not our place of rest. This is Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. It says, ye have sown much and bring in a little. Ye eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth the wages to put in the bags with holes. So, you know, let me read this in the NLT. It says, you are planted much, but harvest little. You eat, but you are not satisfied. You drink, but you're still thirsty. You put on clothes, but cannot keep warm. Your wages disappear as though you are putting them in pockets filled with holes. And that's the Israelites. You know, that's us here in America. You know, we're never supposed to be comfortable. Whereas though you're supposed to be living luxury, trying to live a lifestyle like the so-called white man Esau Edom. We're going to have just enough. The Lord's going to give us our daily bread, you know, just enough to eat and drink and be satisfied and to go on for the next day, man, not to be here to get rich. And that's the problem with Jake now, man. They want to be here and thinking they're supposed to be rich and living comfortable. They forgot that we're slaves over here, you know. Again, Micah 2:10 says, arise ye and depart. This is not your rest. This is not our rest. And depart, meaning separate your mind from this place, man. Spiritually. Not pick up and go somewhere to Africa. That's not our motherland. Our motherland is Jerusalem. And Yahweh Shah is going to bring us back to that land. He's going to supplant us back into that righteous place once he take over this kingdom. You know? It's this is not your rest because it is polluted. This land is polluted. America is found on blood. You know, this place was not found on righteousness. It said it shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction. That destruction is coming when the Yahweh Shah HaMashiach crack that sky open, man. And they're gonna destroy this place with those laser beams coming from them chariots, along with ICBM missiles coming over from Russia and China. And all of those allies that America was once cool with, they're going to tear this place up, man. Within 1 hour, it's going to be destroyed. But it says, because this land is polluted. And we know from Numbers, chapter 35, and we're going to go down to this Numbers 35, we go down to verse 33. It says, it says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defiles the land. Right, and this land is polluted. We just read back in Haggai, this land is polluted, right? For blood it defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it, right? And they shedded nothing but innocent blood when the Edomites, they shed nothing but innocent blood when they come over here and slaughtered the tribe of Gad and tribe of Issachar to take over this land. This land is defiled by blood, right? This is a polluted land. This land is polluted already. It says, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. And Esau hasn't been paid. He hasn't paid for his murder and slaughtering that he done to God's chosen people, man. He hasn't paid for it. He's still walking around here as if he's done nothing wrong. You know, he's still conquering. He's still been the devil. He still has. He still have the Israelites in captivity here in America. Now he hasn't shed his blood. That's the only way it's going to clean this land is going to be cleansed is through the blood of him that shed it. So Esau hasn't shed his blood yet. That's what we waiting on. Waiting on him to shed his blood when Yahweh Shah returns and the day of the Lord comes here. when the World War III kicks off. You know, that's our reparation. That's the true reparation. You have to shed your blood, Esau. Let's get this is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 6. It says, "He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruleth the nation in anger is persecuted and none hindereth." Right, because this is going to be Esau, man. This is him. He's the one who smote God's chosen people with a continual stroke, meaning he has not let up yet, you know, continually. And he ruled the nations in anger. It's pure hatred, perpetual hatred he has for the children of Israel, man. This is perpetual hatred. And the Lord said he's going to be persecuted, and none's going to stop him when he become persecuted. None going to hinder him when he's under that same rule, that same wicked rule. Well, we're going to rule in righteousness, but it's going to be double what he gave us. The hell he put on us is going to be double what we put on him. But Esau is the one who smoked God's chosen people in wrath and with a continual stroke. And he rules the nations in anger, not in righteousness, but in anger. He does this. He cut off the SNAP program out of anger. You know, he's cut off the EBT cards and welfare checks out of anger. He just gave a lavish ball dance celebration a month ago, the same day that they cut off the SNAP program. He threw a ball, $1 million, over millions of dollars of a party in the White House. And at the same time, he said he don't have enough to put back on the give the SNAP program. He gave over $2.4 billion just over the last couple of days to Israel and to Ukraine. Billions of dollars. Because he's doing it out of anger, man. A continual stroke he has for the children of Israel. This is Sirach chapter 16 verse 15. It says, "The Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world." Right. He's hardened the Edomite's heart, man, just so he can show his might when he destroyed his man. When he destroyed his man, he's going to show the whole world who he is. Once again, his name is going to be made worldwide known. Most powerful Yahweh, most powerful being in the world, man, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. The whole world is going to worship him. He's going to bow down their knee. They're going to worship Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah. See that? So he's doing this to Pharaoh. He's making this double heart more hardened. Because why? Spiritual Egypt is America. This is Romans chapter 9 verse 22. It says, "What if the Most High Yahweh, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction." And that's Esau Edom. Through much long suffering, he let this devil rule this earth, man. Destroy this place. Fill this place with blood. Polluted the land. You know, continued stroke among his chosen people. With much long suffering, he allowed it to happen. But these are the vessels of wrath, fitted to destruction. That's Esau Edom, the son of perdition. The son that's going to be destroyed totally after his 1,000 years of being in putting back into slavery under us, the Israelites. Verse 23, "And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he have afore prepared unto glory." And that's speaking of the children of Israel, starting with the elect, you know. But that's a promise he gave to Abraham, that we're his chosen vessel, man. We're the vessel of mercy. And this is how he's going to do it. This is Yahweh Shah speaking. This is Luke 12:49. It says, I am come to send fire on the earth, and that will I if it be already kindled. What will I if it be already kindled? And that was Yahushua speaking over 2,000 years ago while he walked this earth. He said this in his own words. I come to send fire on this earth. And what will I if it be already kindled? What if he already upset? He already hot. You know, it's already going to be on fire when he returns. This place is already going to be being destroyed by ICBM missiles. In the World War III, as soon as that we talked about the MOTB comes out, which you know to be the micro C hip. So it's going to be already on fire. And Yahushua is going to be already upset. He don't say it here. He said, but I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straightened till it be accomplished? He could have destroyed this place right then and there. He wanted to get busy and destroy this kingdom, Esau's kingdom then. But he said he has a baptism to be baptized with first. And we know that to be, he had to be living sacrifice, man. He had to sacrifice his body in order to accomplish everything, to bring along the new covenant, to bring Israel back to the good grace with the Heavenly Father Yahweh, man. You know, in order to save Israel. You know, that's why his name is Yahushua HaMashiach. Yah means he, Yahushua means he saved, or he is the deliverer of his people. And that's what he had to do first. But he said, what if I'm already straightened till it be accomplished? That's like speaking slang. Let's see what straighten means in Latin. Straighten.
Strong's G 4912. Sunecho.
Shenego. It says to be taken with, thong, straightened, to keep in, hold, stop, press, lie sick of, constrain, to constrain himself, you know, being a straight. And on the biblical use, it says to hold together. It says to any hold, lest it fall to pieces, something fall away from it. And I like this one. It says to hold together with restraint, to compress, you know. So that's what he was he's holding himself together with constraint to not destroy that place, even then while he walked this earth, man. That's just like he said, how am I straight until this be accomplished? He's speaking, it's like slang. I ain't straight to all of this be accomplished. He had to get baptized with the baptism he came to do, which become that living sacrifice. But he said, how am I straight until it's accomplished? He can't wait to destroy this place, man. He can't wait to crack that sky open. There's hundreds of thousands and thousands of angels in them chariots, man. And with them laser fires coming down from them chariots, destroying America, man. Within 1 hour, this place is going to become a lake of fire. So again, Micah 2:10, to the Israelites, you know, to Jake out there, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Stop begging this so-called white man for your food, man. Our help coming from the Lord. And with that, we say Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shah, Ba'ashem, Kal HaKadosh. Double honors again to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teaching us 100% truth. Hope you was edified. Shalom. Above.